Airspeed alive. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Up and a bit down again. 65, 70. Gear up. Flap up.
We'll just continue crossing the highway and then even further.
Yep. And then we're going to make a left.
Left turn in 20 seconds.
Now?
Yep. You can go straight a little bit.
Towards the valley?
Yep.
Turning down RPM a bit by twisting the propeller.
Now you could turn heading 06.
So we are to left downwind.
Yep.
406.
Yep. Just maintain 06 for a while, so. Well, at least we're climbing with 90, 85 knots, that's not too bad.
No. What temperature do we have? 25 something? Yeah. feet.
Fy søren.
Ja, det var stilig.
So beautiful.
Lima Kilo beam tower with request.
Go.
Lima Sierra Romeo 39 Charlie sector is closed already.
Ja, und ich auch. Continue with blind calls. Ciao.
Ja gut, Marianne, danke. Lima Kilo out.
Merci.
Merci. Очень красивая.
So you want to have, well, you just climb further and your heading is like 1 o'clock on the left side of this mountain.
Left side, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're kind of in between those.
So we go into the valley in front of the round mountain.
Okay. So let's say we have.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
We have now 3,000, almost 4,000. We have more than 20 degrees. Normally it should be ISO temperature here would be like 15 minus 8. So it should be 7 degrees, but we have 20. So we have 13 degrees more than standard temperature.
Lima November Alpha Lima Kilo, information grid, seatbelt and message.
Lima November Alpha Lima Kilo is a Cessna 177, a retractable outdoor 6,100 feet climbing, proceeding direction Gotthard Pass and direction Furka Pass and Sion on a VFR local flight from and to Bourges.
Lima Lima Kilo, the QNH 1017, confirmed departure destination is Bourges.
QNH is 1017 and departure and destination is Bourges, that's confirmed on Lima Lima Kilo.
Lima Lima Kilo, roger, next report Gotthard.
Next report Gotthard, Lima Lima Kilo.
And Lima Lima Kilo, squawk mode Charlie, altitude please.
Squawk mode Charlie is set, Lima Lima Kilo.
November 90 Foxtrot Sierra. For further routing contact now Geneva 126.350,
So,
auf Wiederhören.
that was it, so we at least have a frequency in the ear.
Yep.
Now we just have to see where we're going. I mean, basically we have to continue climb steady as you go, and maybe we have to even circle a bit, do a 360 to climb further, but now you can actually go, and the valley you want to go is on your 1 o'clock position, so we don't fly to 11 or 10 o'clock, but we fly to 1 o'clock.
Copy.
So the guy was like, Lima, November, what? Bourges, what?
Contact India Tango, roger, report further routing.
And I just filed now for a local flight, you know, but we can always decide whether we want to land somewhere. I mean, basically, it's a bit more cloudy than I expected.
Yeah, I see that
So, having said that, the humidity in the air is obviously significant, and it is then likely with these temperatures that thunderstorms will develop.
Yes.
Geir, all good?
Yeah, we're good.
Perfect.
Actually, fantastic.
So what we do need to have over Gotthard Pass is 85. The Gotthard Pass is at 6,900 GPS altitude, elevation actually.
There's a cross. Yeah. I see some cross like this down there.
Ah,
On the
probably.
edge. On the edge. Walkers.
Yeah, and now you can already
Feel the
see
Alps.
and feel how the wind works.
Yep.
Quite some updraft now.
Whiskey Kilo, the QNH Series 1017, M is not active, next report Langenlachen.
And that's really something pilots in Switzerland are, let's say, they have respect of the wind.
Yeah, I believe so. I hope so.
Charlie, information grid.
Orographic winds.
Yep. Since we have some moisture in the air, then I believe it's not so good idea to stay on the ground and hope for the best for returning. So maybe we should just make a round trip then.
Oh,
What is this? It's a preventing
avalanches. Well, that is just the mountains here, but we will fly into flat terrain and also fly as low as, bless you, fly as low as 3,500 feet and stuff, where the terrain is 1,500 only. We can decide whether we go for a landing out there somewhere. But now first we do some 90 minutes of flight, I would assume.
We have a restricted area number 8 in front of us.
Yeah, that's not active. I have had that in the airspace bulletin, not listed. And the guy in the ATC, FIS, he would know that we're entering it. So could you quickly load the nose, please? We want to go this direction, 11:30ish.
Yep. To avoid that top.
Kilo Connect 1017, Mexico team, runway down.
And then the pass we're actually going to cross later is at 8,000 feet, so we would then really climb to 10,000. For now, maybe, now it's 8, maybe 9 is fine.
Yeah.
We have some time left to climb any further.
Is it far away so I can push the nose a bit down?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, 300 feet is fine to climb. And now, for the first pass I want to go, we already have the altitude. So what we usually have as a minimum is 1,000 feet elevation over any pass.
Ah. Good plan, so you have to prepare for down routes.
Delta Alpha Oscar, say again, contact Constance 124.350, bye-bye.
And particularly in this valley,
Yeah.
it is from north to south, and if you have some pressure difference between north of the Alps and south of the Alps, it's really blowing quite strong here. So sometimes this particular valley you can't really fly because it's just too bumpy and too windy. Now it's fine, so it doesn't look really as being a problem, but
No, this is really good. We have updraft as well. Down?
you want to go where you can see the road?
Yes.
That's where you want to go. Oh, there is some traffic.
I don't see it. Oh, there, yes. It's actually
Did he?
Cessna.
Yeah, I think I've heard him. But we are probably...
He's going this way, plus he has at least 1,000 more than us.
Yeah.
Most likely is also higher speed since it's level.
No, we're catching up, I believe. I don't know, I didn't notice whether he was calling.
Report departure and routing.
I don't know whether he actually was talking to us. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, we are catching him.
Roger, Mexico, Putin. Rocket 7000, VFR, QNH Zurich 1017.
So yeah, that's where you want to go. Yep, this direction. No, that's fine. Look, the clouds are easy. The pass over there is 8,000 feet, so there is enough separation. And behind that, it's lower terrain. And then the other pass this direction is also good.
With 11,000 feet. Change the routing due to
What is this?
Wait a sec.
Captain Whiskey November, again, he has been blocked out.
Say again, Whiskey November.
Your message has been blocked out by another aircraft before, so I couldn't lend you that.
Whiskey November is a I jump off with 10,000.
No, that's not a. It's not the other guy.
Look on.
Whiskey November, Roger, QNH is 101 and confirm the routine. Whiskey November, Roger, Mexico, Schweiz, our Schweiz, maximum flight 190, please. Mike Mike, social flight line landing time 25, contact now with held 123.550 on Jamne talk of videre.
Lima, Kilo Gotthard Pass, 8,500 feet, proceeding direction Ambri. First, then Furka Pass. He's probably not getting the message.
Så bilder denna gården där.
Ja.
Det är helt rått detta.
Lima, Kilo Gotthard Pass, 8,500 feet.
Lima, Kilo, Roger, next report Furka.
Next Furka, Lima, Kilo. So you can steadily continue to climb, and you can see the road down there on the ground.
Yep.
That's the new pass road, and what you see on your side is the old Gotthard Pass.
Oh.
And now may I congratulate you to your first crossing of the Alps, because that's what you did right now.
Nice.
Because the Gotthard Pass is one of the, from here onwards, it's only downstream to the Mediterranean.
Aha.
So
continue to follow the valley.
yes,
Then I can since
see the glider.
yeah.
Okay.
Good observation.
Charlie Echo,
Well,
Roger, report altitude.
That was coincidence.
Then I can actually gain some speed instead of climbing that.
Yeah, you could. We will be passing the same way back in just 5 minutes. So
Okay.
we will turn back. And did you notice how updraft? It was just like.
I saw it.
Yeah, but that was his energy. That was not an updraft. He was just pulling hard upwards. Anyway, so you could level off, Thomas,
Yep.
and continue on 8.5-ish. We will then have to go 9.5 between Gotthard Pass and the other pass. You would have to add another 1,000.
Delta, Roger, next report to Fierce.
We could also go this direction. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. I just guide you. So what you want to do is maintain altitude and turn slightly to the right and then do a wide circle 180, but use the whole line.
I'm going closer here first.
But there's plenty of space, and once you are actually turning back, you can see the runway of Ambri Airfield.
Yes, I see it.
Because you have...
So you're just turning 180 back.
On the middle of the runway.
Roger, Fox 4260 for landing, maximum flight level 130, I'll call it back.
4260.
That's correct, I'll call it back.
Okay.
Ska vi landa här?
Nej.
Nej. Det var fint.
Nice and calm it is.
And the dam here is pretty green. It's because of the melting water.
Yep.
So the glider is coming from this airport then?
I don't know. Could be anywhere. Sometimes they go really quite some distances in the mountains. You can manage to go hundreds of kilometers because of the winds and the thermal activity. So now you can see the old
Oscar, Roger,
the new road of Gotthard Pass on the left side, and the old one was going up on the right side.
Zulu.
Yeah, yeah.
Hotel Zulu.
Hotel Zulu, Swizz radar clear to
So, and what I propose now is to climb 9,500, and we are not going this valley, but we're going that valley.
Okay.
Hotel Zulu, FM.
That valley.
Hotel Whiskey November is approaching station pass with 9,800 feet.
Well, you know, we came from here, Gotthard Pass, and we're now following this valley.
Yep, yep.
And I want to bring you over Nuvenen Pass 8130 feet, and then we just do a small detour, then we go further east.
Do we see the glider anywhere?
Negative.
Because he had actually quite high altitude.
Hotel India Tango, Roger, next report before changing back to Thun.
I forgot about that one.
In English, please.
What English, please?
November 854 Bravo Charlie, so information, hello, pass the message.
Can't see anything as of now. Yeah, that's basically 11:30 where your pass is.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
did you say 9,500?
Second?
Did you say 9,500?
9,500, yeah.
And just jump up a bit then.
Well, that's fine.
What's your present altitude? November 4 Bravo Charlie, Roger, next report Lisa, we are and confirm remaining clear of Berlin's control zone of Grenzen. November 4 Bravo Charlie, Roger. Golf Kilo Tango. Talk now 7000 VFR and contact the zip latitude 118.125. Have a nice day, bye bye.
So we have 9.5.
Yep. It's like 1 o'clock.
Golf Kilo Tango, just to confirm frequency is 118.125.
So now you have to imagine sometimes, particularly in winter, when we have a high pressure over the Alps, sky is clear, blue, you can almost see the Mediterranean Sea, and everything is white around. It's all covered in snow.
Yeah.
So you can see the road going over the pass up there somewhere, particularly on the nose there's the road.
I did drive on a pass one time, which was nice. It was from Kitzbühel till Milano,
Austria.
Udine.
Austria.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you're right. It's more to the east. I see some small glacier here.
You will soon see a large one, 2 large ones. I think the largest one in continental Europe. So wind looks good. Cloud base is okay as well. And then actually to have it mentioned, you want to, you could actually, whoops. You could actually start to turn
range 2 miles coming opposite, indicated
over this ridge.
4,500 feet, slowly climbing.
I climbed a bit more. We're now at 9,900.
That's fine.
And GPS altitude is 10,200.
That's fine. So the peak, this one is 10.4. So
Oh, okay.
there is enough separation. And then
Level 13188, sir, information grid, say policy message.
you will have to fly just 2 minutes straight.
I can maybe stop climbing. We are 10,000 indicated
Yep,
and
that's fine.
10,350 true altitude.
And that's the stuff I'm liking most, actually not flying along the valleys, but flying across the ridges.
Yeah.
November 88, the QNH Zurich 1017, next report north of Starfordingen.
But again, sometimes there is winds and
But at this speed we can take anything. We are 100 indicated.
okay.
Hotel Quebec Lima, you're clear of reported traffic. Reported traffic now 6 o'clock position, no factor anymore.
Maximum maneuvering speed at full load is 113 knots.
Okay, well that's quite high.
So we can take beating.
You can see the glacier.
Yep, yep.
So you want to follow in a shallow right turn behind the peak in the shade.
On the left side of the
Yep.
hill.
Yep. Well, but you could also actually go on the right side. The altitude is sufficient and winds etc. do not suggest we are staying off. So what we're now coming actually is Furka Pass, and this is the glacier which feeds river Rhone, which is the river flowing down the valley here and then going all down to the Mediterranean Sea. Rhone Valley in France, the Provence and all the like, so it's really going down to the Mediterranean Sea.
There is also airport.
Well, I'll explain in a second. So, and then you could just do a nice wide turn this altitude, and there is a paraglider hanging on the ridge.
Correct. I'll do it a bit closer and you will tell me when I should start.
Yep. Lima, Lima, Kilo, Furka Pass, 10,000 feet, proceeding direction Sion.
Lima, Lima, Kilo, roger, next report to beam 4.
Next to beam 4, Lima, Lima, Kilo.
So nice. So nice.
Look about 9,000, request change to Locarno.
So now you can start the turn.
Hotel Golf Oscar, the QNH Ticino 1014, contact Locarno 134.825, Shenetako, Federere.
Hotel Golf Oscar, QNH 1014, Ticino, change to Locarno 134.825, over there.
And direction now?
Charlie Whiskey November calling, say again.
Valley.
Wally. Going to turn
Whiskey
down.
November, roger, next report over changing over to Spec, Lippendorf is not active.
2,300 RPM.
You could also, well, maybe descend 9,000. That is okay for my next intentions.
Hotel Zulu, Grimsel Pass 140 flight level.
Hotel Zulu, roger, report further intentions.
Next report will be Lodrino.
And yes, that's the stuff we're doing on weekends with cars and bikes. Well, having said that, on the weekends it's also Grand Pass and Dutch trailers on the road, so it's not actually that funny or / dangerous. But you could then really go and push your Tesla to the limit. Did you mention, is it a 90 D or P, or what's it, 100 P or?
It was a P90D.
Oh, the
L,
P90D, yeah.
Roger,
But
imminently
now
not
it's a leaf.
active, next report before changing over to
Oh.
Onboard.
Cessna was fired in order to get the Cessna.
Okay. Aha.
Money changed hands.
So you're not missing the torque in the...
No, actually, I drove it 150,000.
Swizz radar,
A
clear
lot of
to go
kilometers.
further.
Okay.
Maintaining flight hold 140 in within airspace Charlie. Present position, direction Loderino, heading 118. Next report over Loderino, please.
Next report, Loderino, Hotel Zulu.
So since I have driven so far, you get used to it and it's not necessary anymore. It's kind of become the normal one.
Yep.
So it took a little bit time to get used to a slower car, but now I'm used to that. So
Okay.
yeah, you're right. I do miss it, but I don't think about it.
That's wise.
The new one has more power than the old Leaf. The old Leaf has 10.9 seconds to 100, and this new one has 7.1.
It just came out, didn't it?
Yes, yes. And it is quite doubled in range as well.
So I'm supposed to report that Fiers, which is actually, yeah.
Hotel India Tango, Roger 2, 123.250 on Janet Alpha, Videre.
Yes, and further routing is checked. So you were asking about the airfields down there, and there is about 3 or 4 following that valley. The
Other station calling again? On
airfields were all built for military aircraft in the old days.
Station at 9,000 feet again.
So they were really flying with Venoms and I think Hunters even.
A paraglider is higher than
Oh
us.
yeah, oh, that's well possible. So that tells you something about the updrafts.
Yeah.
There is another one, and there is a glider aircraft in the valley actually.
Yeah, there's another one. I see that one.
The glider is in the shade now, left of the.
Hotel Zulu, confirm turning left direction, Loderino, heading 120.
So 9,000 feet.
Hotel Zulu, Roger.
We're good, and we just need to stay outside. Oh, I know why he's calling Fies, because it's the FIS border. 126350.
I see the glider as well.
Okay, 136. What? 126350.
$9,000 and leveling off.
Yep. Lima Kilo approaching Fies, 9,000 feet, proceeding direction 0.
Lima Kilo, Roger, and your routing after here, confirm, do you want to cross the TMA, CTR, Sion?
I would call Sion for crossing Lima Kilo.
Lima Kilo, Roger, contact Sion 118.275, schönen Flug, auf Wiedersehen.
Danke vielmals, 118.275, Lima Kilo.
Just going to make a test.
82.
Don't worry now if the engine is going to bark, because I'm leaning off to...
Hotel Whiskey November, Roger, contact back 120.350, just back over there.
Don't worry if you feel the engine is pumping, because I'm leaning off maximal to test how much.
Okay.
There it's the button.
I would actually
okay, it doesn't
ask you to turn into...
Hotel India Kilo, Roger, contact line 120.1,
there is some glider there as well, you see him?
Negative.
Not glider, it's a parachute, it's hard to see him now.
Hotel
Into this valley.
Yep. Now at right
There is two, one red
Yep.
and one yellow.
behind direction.
Can't see the yellow.
Hotel
I
Zulu,
can't
Roger,
too,
may they
but I
send
saw
at your
him.
own discretion. Next report when reaching...
So you want to fly into this valley here.
Okay,
Just
straight, 12 o'clock.
exactly straight now. And you can stay, well, you can stay at 9,000, that's fine. So I can see the red one.
Maybe I'm wrong, it's only one, but I think I saw someone closer to deeper into the valley.
Okay.
And he was very close to the mountain wall. Anyway, they both have a lower altitude, so
Yeah.
that was interesting.
But
for
as
us.
you've seen, you always have to have them on your list because they could go up really high.
I
And
have one more.
They're starting, it's this peak here. Can you see the houses on the peak?
Yep, yep.
That's where they go. There's a cable car onto it. You can turn slightly
To the right.
10 degrees to the right.
I have one at 3 o'clock, but he's 2,000 feet lower than us.
And you would really want to watch out. There is one glider here,
I don't see him.
under the cloud.
Yep, affirm.
2 o'clock. There's another one, a Delta glider.
Yep. Visual.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
Never saw that before myself. So you want to go slightly to the right, and then we'll see what the weather looks like. Up here, because we could then follow the valley a little bit further. We will not cross, we will just take a nice picture.
I have 9,200. Is that the problem?
That's fine.
What is this?
You can now continue direction 20 degrees to the right. Just hold on the very right of the valley.
It's a motorway.
Kind
glacier.
of. I'll explain in a second, but just
Amazing.
look out what we have around us. And we will then continue down the valley here of the glacier. But just fly a little bit into the valley and then turn 180 degrees back when the ground separation is...
The reason for maintaining 9,000 is any airspace we are respecting?
No, it's just you have altitude because you want to have altitude.
Okay.
And actually when all conditions are great, we cross this pass there, but you have to have 1,000, 13,000. So I guess you could just go and catch some and then do the turn 180 back. So there's nothing around. Not on the back side as well. Nice. You could actually, you see you see this corner there?
Yes.
Just continue now straight.
Okay.
And maybe you want to climb a little bit. Well, what could you add? Could you add some 300 feet?
Yep.
That's fine. I mean, we can always turn back and glide down. Now level off and hold the heading. And now actually you see the reason for the highway. It's actually 3 glaciers that are getting together. So I'm now catching the hut down there for a friend.
Amazing.
So you could turn 180 back.
Yep.
Because now
Wunderbar. What is it?
that's one of the many huts in the Alps. So what are we, 9,500? You could fly level.
Yeah.
And just following the glacier. So there is an organization which is called Schweizerischer Alpenclub. Has been founded, I believe, by Brits 150 years ago or something. And there is many huts and hostels and maybe even hotels in the newer age. Everywhere in the mountains. There is different sub-clubs, subsections of the Swiss Alpine Club. They're all maintaining those huts. There is a guy running the hut either in the summer season or just in the through the full year. Some you could go by hiking, some you could go by ski hiking. So no one else around, okay. That's good. Yeah, I explained the glacier, right? Well,
Yeah.
any glacier has left and right this moraine. I don't know what's it called in English.
Okay.
It's just the rocks which is actually washing out. They are put aside. Can you see here?
Yeah.
When the glacier was higher, when the ice was higher and didn't melt, that's when it puts the stuff left and right. So when the glacier is flowing, it just puts the gravel left and right to it.
Oi.
Say again?
It was 160 ground speed, I think it was.
Yeah, but that was the ground speed, is it?
Yeah.
Hva var det, Thomas?
Huh? Nej.
Hva var det?
160 ground speed.
So. What was I talking about? Yeah, and then when the glacier are actually merging,
Yes.
then there is the rocks and the gravel of one glacier and the other glacier coming together. And then it's nowhere to go except for on top of it. And that's when it's then ending on top of it. And if you're having three glaciers getting together, then, well, we're having this two lines.
There are actually two cable cars very close to each other.
Yeah.
Three.
That's a ski resort, and they're probably not operative in the summertime. But there's everywhere there's lots of ski resorts, so. Next one is over there. I stayed there like, I can't remember, 2 years ago. We thought we were smart choosing the hotel, which is next to a slope.
Yeah.
It didn't really snow that winter, in the early winter. There was almost no snow, and we had to hike for 20 minutes to the next slope.
Okay.
You can actually see the hotel on the edge here. Just the first building.
Yeah.
So now you are leaving the side valley and entering back the main valley. Yeah, and then we have to request crossing for the TMA sectors.
Am I aiming to climb or descend?
No, just maintain 8.5, that's fine, or whatever. Just fly level. So
it is nice photography capacities here, because you can see up more than you can in your 172, I believe. The wing is a bit further.
yeah, true.
And also you don't have the struts.
So if you would head straight from now on, you would get to the Matterhorn.
Yep.
I believe you could even see it behind the clouds there. That's the Matterhorn. And a bit further to the right, to the west is Mont Blanc. But we can't really go there right now. We stay now in the valley. And you can see actually the runway of Sion.
Yep.
So I want to call them at 18275. Can I get COM 2?
Yep.
Is it that one?
No, first this one and then that one, and we turn off number 1.
Okay.
It's 118.275.
Second? Yep. No, 118. 108 275 checked.
That's correct?
Yep.
Then we add some volume. Yeah, now you're in control.
Okay.
Sion Aerodrome, Lima, November, Alpha, Lima, Kilo. Break 8,500 feet, request to cross TMA, direction Martini.
Station, calling Chantal, I read you broken, call you back in 1 or 2 minutes.
So you don't have to enter this airspace here. So we probably would have to turn 360. What's the issue? Can we get it on COM 1?
Yeah, we can try one. Yeah, correct. Push there, then here.
Sion Tower, Lima, November, Alpha, Lima, Kilo.
Chantal, second call sign.
Lima, November, Alpha, Lima, Kilo. At Raron Aerodrome, 8,500 feet. Request to cross TMA direction Martini.
Lima, November, Alpha, Lima, Kilo, Chantal, crossing, Martini approved. North in the valley, QNH 1015, report north of the city.
QNH 1015, crossing approved north of the valley, and second reporting point.
Lima, Lima, Kilo, report north of Sion Airport.
Reporting north of Sion, Lima, Lima, Kilo. So you're good to go. You're just staying on the right side of the valley, and then automatically we're staying north of the field. That's right. Sorry, basically it's okay, and given we are entering controlled airspace, we should get some traffic information from him as well.
The runway bit under me is...
That's Raron Airport, that's another airport.
It's divided in two
Yeah,
with a grass strip.
it has been a... It has been a fighter base, and they stopped operations, and they have now a private airstrip, and just half of the runway is being used, so...
This runway is marked with X's. What does it mean? 4 of them.
Well, that this airfield isn't operational anymore.
Ah, okay.
That is called that's why I say it's like 4 or even 5 airfields that are. Yes. Expect French voice as well now.
Bonjour, Delta Bravo, Juliet, Kilo Papa, General Aviation, TAC, information, Sierra on board, request start and clearance to Lima Golf, Kilo Foxtrot. Delta Bravo, Juliet, Kilo Papa, Chantal, good afternoon, startup approved, Connect 25, QNH 1015, and clear to destination Lima Golf, Kilo Foxtrot, via Roca 2 uniform departure, climb to flight level 180, stroke 4462. Delta Bravo, Juliet, Kilo Papa, startup approved, cleared, Kefalinia, via Roca to uniform departure, climb initially flight level 180 and squawk is 4462. Delta Kilo Papa, read back correct, CTOT time 1105 Zulu. 1105 is copied, Delta Kilo Papa.
You can't see it from your position, probably. There's a train going on the right side of the valley. It's tunnels, tracks.
Yeah, I can see it.
So it's one of the 2 main crossings through Switzerland's mountains. Having said that, they just dug 2 longer tunnels. This one is the old route, and the new route is probably getting out. It's probably just below us, where there is a train track coming out of the mountain. Can you see anything?
Yes, I think so.
It is huge. It's a huge area with twin tracks coming out of the mountain.
On the runway, it's a big writing, Dort ist ein Mann.
And what?
Dort ist ein Mann.
Ein Mann.
Yeah, it's written on the runway there.
Aha. Okay.
With big letters.
Oh no, you didn't see the train tracks. Actually, they're further behind. I just spotted it. Anyway.
Seems like, but okay, then I was wrong.
So you just say right off in the valley, and just to have it mentioned,
Hotel Delta Delta,
up there,
straighten approach, right, 25,
you can
number
see
1, report final.
mountain, and then there is a pass with a hut, a white house. That's one other crossing of the Alps, official crossing on purpose. So you basically go there, and then there is some routing you have to follow, and then you're getting over it.
Hotel Mike Papa, report November Whiskey, wind 240 degrees, 9 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25, runway 25, call in Ham, Papa, Hotel Mike Papa.
Quite a lot of...
And I was actually wrong when I said Sion Airfield. Sion Airfield is over there.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I was looking at something else.
It's a lot of water.
317, Sion Tower, report Abeam NAX, descent initially minimum 4,000 feet due to traffic, NH 1015.
NH 1015, next to beam NAX.
We are extracting the white stones.
Second?
Extracting the white stones in the mountain.
Expecting?
Yeah, take out stones.
Extracting. No, that's erosion.
Okay.
Holding point Delta for runway 25, Delta clear Papa.
That's erosion. And basically it is due to some specific stones which are prone to erosion more than others. But that's basically what happens in the Alps. I mean, in millions and millions of years from now, they will be flat, so all eroded.
Tango 317, number 2, number 1, single engine, final runway 25, descending, passing out 2,400 feet.
Yeah, whatever.
Number 2.
What's your fuel doing?
Number 1 in final inside, 317.
Tango 317, descent is approved, turn base behind.
Okay.
Turning base behind.
7 gallons per hour.
Well, I was really thinking to land somewhere because it's really no-brainer. We are still that high and clouds are not yet building. So once we are out of the mountains, I will propose my idea.
You will disregard maximum altitude on SID Delta Kilo Papa.
It's Golf Sierra.
Second?
At Golf Sierra. Lima Sierra, Golf Sierra.
No, that's Sion.
Okay.
Well, you could go if you like, but I would have another idea to go for lunch. Which is actually Lima Sierra Zulu Golf. We could go to Bern if you wish, or we could go to Grenchen. Grenchen has a nice restaurant with a terrace just next to the apron. It's a smaller airport. Bern is, they have a restaurant as well.
We have 3 greens, 317 on final.
Grenchen has 1,000 meters of concrete, so that should be okay.
Not much obstacles.
No, it's...
So we can go there then. That's the closest one. That's the closest one. It's close to the town.
No, it's further. It's like 10 minutes. But it's really a no-brainer. I actually think of crossing, but not too comfortable. It's one of these days when you're really, well, not pushing it, but trying it. I would go and then decide every minute, is it still okay, is it still okay? And one time, it was earlier this year, I did that, and it was kind of this weather. Cloud base, not too high. So I was like, will it work? How's it looking? And we had such a great flight. It was totally calm air. we were just squeezing through the slot between mountains and the and the clouds. So, and I'm thinking there is another pass coming, and it would give us a shortcut.
Ready in Delta.
It does look good for me actually.
And you said something about Bern, there is also a restaurant, yeah?
Yes.
Bonjour, un glacier 30 Lima, on est prêt à mettre en route sur Saint-Preuve.
Glacier 30 Lima,
If that's closer, maybe we go there.
We could go there as well. So I don't know whether it's actually open, but let me find out.
Hotel Mike Papa, November Whiskey 4500 climbing.
I actually have some friends in Bern, so I could go and say hello to them.
And they also have avgas, where you can...
Propeller, stupling. Yeah, if you're really wanting to save a few bucks, then Bern is more expensive, and
I don't need now.
Grenchen, and that was my other idea for Grenchen, because probably you want to fly out of Grenchen tomorrow or go refuel there and do customs, because again if you're doing an international departure from Bern, they will charge you extra.
I see a guy there.
So it's really the easier aerodrome for you, and then you have seen it. If you're going through again tomorrow, you might feel more familiar with it.
Yep.
Bern is a no-brainer. It's an international airport with like 2,000 meters of runway, but they just charge you more than Grenchen does. So actually I think it's this valley.
Yes. The clouds are really low.
No. You could go there where the road is actually.
Tango 317, taxi holding point, Echo, QNH 1015.
75, holding point, Echo number 25, Tango 317.
Lima Kilo is a beam the airfield, north of the airfield, 8,400 feet, and do the rerouting over Sun Edge Pass, 8,500 feet.
Lima Kilo, report Sun Edge Pass.
Next Sun Edge Pass, Lima Kilo.
Donc salut l'hôtel Bravo Zulu India Lima.
Hélicoptère Zulu India Lima, sir.
Hélicoptère India Lima, on passe le Sun Edge 7900 pieds en descente pour un atterrissage.
Yeah, there's opposite traffic, 7,900.
Hélicoptère India Lima, rappelez convenant, QNH 1015, regarde trafic maintenant au nord du terrain vers direction le Sun Edge.
QNH 1015, on rappelle Golf Novembre.
E79 reported.
Lima Kilo, traffic helicopter, Sun Edge Pass 7,900 feet, descending to north of terrain. Report altitude.
Copy to traffic, altitude 8,500 feet, looking up for the helicopter opposite Lima Kilo.
Roger. Number 317, wind 230 degrees, 10 knots, runway 25, cleared for takeoff, climb Balder, approved, report leaving.
Let takeoff runway 25 and call you leaving. Tango 317.
You should probably pass...
I see him.
Okay.
Porte 31.
701 le sol.
Roméo 1 pour procéder sur Roméo 2.
701, procède.
Je procède, pompe 1.
Lima Kilo opposite helicopter at 8 o'clock, no factor anymore, proceeding Sun Edge.
Roger.
Info 3, je procède Roméo 2, Roméo 1.
Procède Romain.
Je procède, Info 3.
So, and then over the pass it's slightly 20 degrees to the right again,
yep.
Down into the valley. You can see the valley ground to this direction.
Yeah.
And then after Sun Edge Pass, basically where there is the long dark ridge coming down, we then turn left into the valley there.
About 245.
You could descend 7.5 or do something, so you don't need the altitude anymore. 6.5 would be fine as well.
Actually cleared off your airspace.
2452, you may leave to frequency, goodbye.
Fine, thank you very much. Also for connections.
Lima Kilo, Sun Edge Pass, 8,500 feet, descending direction start.
Hélicoptère India Lima, on a passe Golf Novembre 5000 pieds.
L'île Lima traverse les axes en 250 degrés, 9 nœuds, faute de 25, atterrissage à convenance.
Traversée exacte, bateau 25, hélicoptère India Lima.
Ligne Lima, tu peux pour monter avant arrière, monter direction Valera.
Copié pour le trafic, on va
So eventually we want to go there actually at 8
Lima, le passe non, là, devant la tour, en haut derrière la tour.
Set a glider
Bravo,
on
Juliet,
Thomas.
clear path,
Huh?
path,
Set a glider on that
Ja,
step.
ja 11.
Delta Kilo Papa, continue climb
Hi,
plan 1
clock
is
in
sure,
90.
contact
Two
Swizz
gliders.
on
I see
1,
about
2, 4,
11.
225, goodbye.
Ja, ja, oké.
4225, climb
Two
plan
gliders.
180, that's Papa, thank you, bye.
and a parachutist as well.
Lima Lima Kilo past on edge pass 8,300 feet proceeding direction Gstaad.
That's to say, can we take a call sign?
Mr.
Lima Lima Kilo past on edge 83 proceeding Gstaad.
Two stations, go 335, report V, minimum 5,000 feet, finish 1015.
Sorry, this, we have to go there.
Okay. I don't see the glider anymore, but he was lower than us.
Lima Lima Kilo again, past on edge pass 8,000 feet, proceeding direction Gstaad.
He's gone.
Wilco, and we are coordinated by radio with the other one.
Oh, glider.
So, we're good. Where are we now going?
Oh, I understand why he wants to stay here.
Second?
I understand why you stay here.
Yeah, well that's why I say you don't have to fly that close to the cloud base, you can descend and we're basically following this valley and in front of the furthest ridge we will exit to the north then. So, I heard the other guy saying something of I have contact with the other aircraft, so probably he passed a message for us, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Because he's now really blocked out.
If I counter any big movements, I'm going to pull hard up.
Second?
If I counter any big movements, I'm going to pull hard up.
Why?
To slow down.
Aha, for
a maneuvering speed.
It shouldn't be a factor now.
That's called passenger briefing.
Thank you. So I suggest we go Grenchen and then do some lunch and then we head back for. And actually, having said that, it's just an idea. You could also refuel something in Grenchen now and then skip the fuel stop tomorrow.
Yeah.
And fly straight out of Bourges into your destination in France.
Yeah, it is possible. We can do that. Actually, let me see. I calculated that 140 liters is correct for our weight. And I assume that we now have, let me think, 120.
What's your capacity then?
230 is max.
Okay, yeah, well, twice half would suggest that, would support that statement.
So 110, 120 is most likely the issue now. So when we land, let's say 100, and we can actually fit only 40 in a good manner, which is not worth the work maybe.
Yeah. Well, if we head straight back from Grenchen without any detours, I would expect another 30 minutes of flight.
Ah, there is something coming.
Yep, some traffic.
It seems like a motor plane because it's climbing quite strongly.
Could be.
But we have ice on
our 4 o'clock position. There would be an airfield just behind the mountain. And there is an airfield at the end of the valley as well, Rountrip. So, and they also have some glider traffic, so you probably could expect some gliders. And as you can see, it's really in the Alps. Out there it's totally cloudless, so...
Yep.
Oh, he's turning back.
Yes.
And what you want to do afterwards is... So if you're turning another, you can see it, that lake.
Yep.
We're following that one, and just for sightseeing reasons, I suggest, what's it now, 7,000, you could easily go down to 5,000 or whatever. So just do a steady descent. We are basically flying to the end of that lake, the upper end.
Okay.
And watch out for the other guy there, still around. Oh crap, I forgot something, which is this.
The alarm sound you're hearing now is because I have low throttle and the airplane is programmed to remind me about landing gears at low throttle.
Aha, okay. Aha, wait a sec. On to 4675, that's handy. Greater Aerodrome, Lima November Alpha Lima Kilo traffic information coming from the south at Grand Villard at 6,100 feet proceeding direction, Lac de Gruyère descending 5,500. Ah, okay. Now I understand. Is there anyone? Oh, where's the other guy with this aircraft?
I saw him last time on the right side.
Okay, so it's quite quick actually.
Yep. But the danger area we are in now.
That's not active. I was just checking that one, and then I noticed something else, but it's really no not a problem. And the other thing I was checking was just an information about high glider activity a bit to the east, which we actually avoided by accident.
Oh.
So welcome to what we call Mittelland, because it's in the middle of the country, and you have the ridge of the Jura, which forms the French part. So we're basically now flying in the French part of Switzerland, just around at the border, language border, I have to say, and then Lima Lima Kilo over at 5,500 feet, proceeding direction Fribourg. And well, again, altitudes are like in the 1500s and even lower. So if you're flying very low, you could fly as low as 2,500.
Oh. Are you okay, Geir?
Yes.
He's probably having a great time and just enjoying in silence.
Yep. Fantastic.
So he basically, you basically stay calm when others talking that much as I do. Is it still recording?
Yep.
Just all useful information.
Hva er planen, Thomas? Skal vi lande og spise? Og
Ja, så skal jeg peile fuel og bestemme om jeg skal fuele samtidig.
15 minutes.
Ja.
Spise.
spise, ja.
Så jeg må snakke litt dansk nu.
Ja.
Kan du det?
Jeg kan det.
Ja.
Jeg har lært dansk 10 år siden
Ja, fantastisk.
i Copenhagen.
Yeah.
But that's really maybe there's a Danish tower guy actually in Grenchen. Maybe you will hear his accent. He will have this very Danish English accent. English accent.
They're funny when they're saying Roger.
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 12065. 12065.
But I have only good experience in Denmark flying. They are really, really helpful, polite, friendly.
So,
and they have overview.
wait a sec.
Control of what you're doing.
We're doing something else. So you really want to, well, the city here. That's where you will want to head. 12 o'clock. And just to have it mentioned, this is a dammed lake down here. Well, it's actually been a river. And in the winter time, it really looks ugly because now it's full. Essentially, it's full of melt water, but in the winter it looks ugly.
That.
So are we 5-2? Okay. Aerodrome.
The airport's altitude.
The airport of Grenchen, or?
Yeah, wherever you are leading us.
So I'm just looking at Equivia 2,300 feet should be there. Is an airport 2 miles, 10 o'clock.
I see it.
Left to right.
So can we determine how many nautical miles we are from the field?
Let me see. Yes, we can in a second. Uh, 25 miles. feet, that's fine. Well, I guess where's the airfield?
Then it's not bad
Oh,
idea.
you already passed the airfield, so second?
Then it's soon time to descend, because it takes time to descend with this aircraft.
Yes, and what we want to do now is do a small detour, if you don't mind.
Well?
And you would basically turn 60 degrees to your left. You see two lakes.
Yep.
The first lake we want to pass at its left end. Sorry.
Yep.
Oops. I touched it. It's gone black. So like there. 1, 2, 8, 6, 7, 5. Come on. Freeboard 5000. Bayern Tower, okay, correction. Bayern Tower, Lima, November, Alpha Lima Kilo.
Lima Kilo Payern, good afternoon, pass your message.
Lima November Alpha Lima Kilo is on a VFR flight from Box to Grenchen, present position Fribourg at 5,000 feet. Request to cross the control zone south of Murtensee, direction Lac Neuchâtel.
Crossing is approved, Lima Alpha Kilo QNH 1017, maintain 5,000 feet, report when passing completed.
QNH 1017, maintaining 5,000 feet, reporting when completed, Lima Lima Kilo.
This is the control zone of Bayern.
Yep.
That's one you asked for permission to cross. So we're going to
So
cross it at Echo then until November.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have reporting points? Yeah. So basically at its edge here, you can also steer a little bit to the left even further, but...
Yeah, anyway, we have permission to cross CPR. Yeah. It's a military base?
Yeah. It's also allowed to operate civil aircraft since for the past 2 years, I believe.
Oh.
They've opened up. Can you see it already? No. Oh, it's further to the left.
It looks like airfield, but I don't see the runway at the moment.
No. Ah, there it is.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So when you're coming over the shoreline of the second lake, you then turn 90 degrees direction the third lake, which you actually see over there. And what we're going to do then is, there is a peninsula sticking out from this first edge into the lake.
Yeah.
The end of the peninsula is the initial call for Grenchen. Basically you see it here where this November letter is.
Yes.
And then we go into Whiskey and then Whiskey 1 into Grenchen. Depending on the runway, there is an outer circuit and an inner circuit. I don't know whether they put you on the inner circuit. That would be tight. I don't know what they're actually telling us. We'll see. And there is at come on. Office Attis 1211 and Grenchen info 11907. 1211.
Kan jeg få litt drikke?
Hva sier du?
Drikke?
Hæ?
Drikke?
Ja.
11907.
It's really convenient and easy to have a dual pilot situation.
So, Geir, now you've heard it. He's complaining that you're not doing anything.
Oh.
That's the message in return. So, crossing the runway axis, yeah.
There is one difference. You are local here.
Yeah, true.
And I trust your knowledge more than my own, because the locals know better that the sector is coming up and
Yeah.
You are more ahead.
I'm even more ahead because I don't need to maintain the aircraft. So.
And if I was asking Geir for this help, he don't have that local knowledge like you do. It will not be the same. But of course, any help is good help.
Approximately the same.
Yeah.
There is another airfield over there where there is this river flowing into the lake, and on the other side of the lake there is some yellow fields.
Yeah, I see it.
That's where another runway is.
It's so nice when we can see the bottom.
Yep.
It's like a sandy place or...
Well,
it's
you have to look the peninsula, how that one looks like.
Yeah.
So we're basically there, and now you could turn towards this peninsula and start to descend. I think you would have to have St. Petersinsel, the very end of the peninsula, 3,500, and then initial reporting point doesn't have any altitude restriction, and inside the control zone there is maximum 3,000. Minimum 3,000. So you don't have to really rush down.
Lima Kilo, crossing complete, the beam Kudre 4,500 feet descending, proceeding direction St. Petersinsel. Thank you.
You're welcome, Lima Kilo, you may leave our frequency. Have a nice afternoon.
Same to you, switching to Grenchen, Lima Kilo.
Com 2 is this one,
and
Colburn twice by phone for IFR clearance as well as for departure. Release at the holding point. Grenchen information Golf.
Okay.
Welcome to Grenchen information Golf. Time 1110 UTC. City not active. Radio mandatory zone active. All aircraft remain on frequency 120.1. Run on U0606 left and 06 right. Transition level 70, glider activity. At 1145 UTC, CTR airspace Delta and tower will be active. Wind 070 degrees, 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds view 5,000 feet. Temperature 27, 2.14. Duration 017, no sick. Colburn twice by phone for IFR clearance as well as for departure. Release at the holding point. Grenchen information Golf.
Okay, let's listen.
Welcome to Grenchen information Golf. Time 1110 UTC. City not active. Radio mandatory zone active. All aircraft remain on frequency 120.1. Run on U0606 left and 06 right. Transition level 70, glider activity. At 1145 UTC, CTR airspace Delta and tower will be active. Wind 070 degrees, 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds view 5,000 feet. Temperature 27, 2.14. Duration 017, no sick. Colburn twice by phone.
Okay, that was information Golf 1201. So CTR is not active, but at 1145 it will become active, but by then we probably are on the ground. Difficult to say, it's just... So Whiskey reporting point is on the end of the lake, so you stay on the left of the lake for once, and otherwise you... Well, the control zone of Bern at 3,500 is just over the land here, basically. Okay. So you stay over the lake, and then you could.
Hotel Quebec right, glider terrain, Echo 13000 feet, turning towards Zero.
Oh, so. Where's the volume? And that's the volume com.
400. Did they say the QNH for the day?
1017. And they said runway 06.
Hotel Bravo Sierra Golf Romeo. Hold the point Alpha runway 06. We'll line up and take off runway 06. Outbound Sierra via inner right hand downwind runway 06.
That's basically what we do. We go whiskey 1, and then we go straight in 06.
Hotel Delta Victor.
And whiskey 1 is 3,000, but I suggest you cheat a little bit. Runway then is at 1400.
Yeah, but we're already at 3,000, so that's okay.
Yeah. So don't descend any further. That's okay for the time being, and we can then say...
Hotel Bravo Victor, Whiskey 1 is climbing direction, Whiskey Beal, leaving frequency.
Grenchen info, Lima November Alpha Lima Kilo, VFR from Bochs, Petersen, so 3000 feet with information goals for landing via Whiskey, looking out for opposite traffic, report to Whiskey 1.
Hotel Charlie, entering, cloud effect to 3200 feet.
So there is one guy coming out of Whiskey 1, climbing to Whiskey, but
yeah.
he's probably above us anyway.
Okay, maybe I go to 28 then.
Oh, you don't have to hide. Where is my... crap. Ah,
That's the landing list.
okay. So...
Hotel Charlie, slide downwind for 06 right.
You need it, or?
Yeah, we can just attach it here so we have it.
Hotel Delta Victor, turning final runway 06 for full stop.
So, where is it coming?
Hotel Charlie, turning final, short final 06 right.
As you can see, the clouds are really an issue only in the mountains.
Yeah.
So the guy is probably left for good. I suggest you go back to 3000. We have the requirement minimum 3000s on the reporting points.
Oh, we have a minimum.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Hotel Charlie 0, short final 06 right. Hotel Golf Romeo, begin right hand outer downwind, runway 06.
Okay. So there is a 06 right,
Hotel Golf Romeo, correction, mid, inner, downwind, runway 06, will leave, direction Whiskey.
Okay.
Hotel Charlie Foxtrot, end of outer downwind, leaving direction Whiskey and climbing to 4,500 feet.
Okay.
Now we are...
Lima Kilo is Whiskey 3000 feet, next Whiskey 1 for straight in 06.
So now we turn towards Whiskey 1, but maintaining 3000 for the moment.
Yep. Whiskey 1 is some bend in the river, center of...
What's Papa Foxtrot, taxiing from run-up position to holding point Alpha, runway 06.
Okay, that is Cockpit. The other two traffics they reported leaving through downwind. There is one that's probably the outer one that is going, and from the inner downwind he's probably also leaving somewhere.
I see most likely the runway there.
Yeah, that's it. So you kind of have to go like do some bend thingy.
Yep.
So you're good for Whiskey 1, and then you have to turn into the final. So your checks.
Hotel Delta Victor, runway 06 located, taxi to parking green.
Autopilot check. Fuel selector checked. Magnetos checked. Seatbelts, one is okay.
Yep, mine is okay.
Yeah. Cold flap open. Landing lights on. Throttle 20, that's also okay. So we finished 0.6 and 7, but we did not finish at 8. So maintain 3000 for the moment.
When do you usually put out the gear? Final or?
No, I do it before to slow down the speed as well.
Okay.
But for the moment we can keep the speed a bit.
2 minutes to Whiskey 1, maybe 1 minute, and then 2
What's
minutes
Papa
to final.
Foxtrot, lining up, runway 06.
Okay, let's Cockpit.
Hotel Golf Romeo, leaving CTR direction Whiskey.
Okay, so you Whiskey is just here on 1 o'clock on this bend of the river.
Yep.
So that's fine.
So we do it at Whiskey then?
Whiskey 1, yeah.
Yeah, Whiskey 1.
Then you have to turn 30 degrees to the left.
Hotel Quebec Mike, cabin Bretla, 4,500 feet descending back from glider tower, entering United sector from base. East.
And Lima Kilo is Whiskey 1, 3000 feet, 4 straight in 06.
Hotel Whiskey Golf, testing 4,000 feet, for landing via Whiskey.
You know, so highway is your heading, and then just crossing the highway and following the final.
Hotel Charlie Sierra, taking off left, straight firing outbound to Whiskey 1 and into Jura. We'll look out for opposite traffic.
Hotel Quebec Mike, entering glider downwind for runway
departed.
06 right.
Yeah,
You're good with the runway, etc.
Yep.
Okay.
So far it's looking good.
Lima Kilo, turning final 06 for full stop.
And if you manage exit at the intersection 2/3 down the runway, that's like 700 meters.
So we have 1,415 feet height on that one. We have now 2,200.
You're still probably a bit high. But
so adding 20 degrees and even more retracts the
gear is down, that's fine, I'm happy with that.
That's good, I'm happy too. Hop is fine, mixture is full. Retracting even more to slow down.
I see the gear.
That's good.
Me too.
$1,900.
So there is no one on the holding point, so that's good. We are... Oh.
Bird strike.
Oh! But almost.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Yep. 1,700.
Okay, you're good. Oh, he even jumped in first, the other guy.
Yeah.
He didn't talk anything. But he's a glider tow, so he knows.
1,600. It's a good one.
Yep.
So taxi to the left.
Yes, taxi to the left.
Hotel Whiskey Golf, Whiskey 3,000 feet.
And you have to pass very slow by the jet.
Lima Kilo, vacating at intersection Delta, taxi to green parking.
Oh, Lima. Doch, Lima Kilo.
Oh, they even have VOR.
Yep. I really wanna take a picture of that jet there.
That's why we're passing slow behind you.
You know.
Okay. I was very happy with the landing.
Yes, I didn't almost feel anything, so... And the DC-3 is there as well. You get now the full program. NH AOA, come on, off the steps. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Hotel Quebec Mike, cross glider strip 06, taking off for glider tower via Echo 1, Jura.
So what you're actually now doing is you proceed straight on the taxiway.
Out of Whiskey 1, 2,800 feet, turning now to the Jura.
Taxiway will then go slightly to the left, and then you probably go to the out.
Hotel Whiskey Golf, approaching Whiskey 1, 3,000 feet.
The second row. Behind the Diamond there is another aircraft, and behind the Piper there is no other aircraft, and that's the place you want to park, but you have to go all the way.
Point not taken, I'm going first to the left now.
Yeah, of course.
And then you'll
Then there is 3 exits, but the first is probably not.
Oh yeah, I see, I understand you more now.
Yeah. Next to Robin.
So first right.
Yeah, this right. And then just watch out the wingtip.
Beautiful place.
Is that working?
It is. We are not that wide.
Yeah, so you go green 5 here, if that works.
You can watch that side and I'll watch this side.
Hotel Whiskey Golf, Whiskey 1, 3000.
You're clear, and then we could probably push. You're good as well.
Yep. And then next up.
No, just align with that one, so yeah, that's perfect. Then we push it back a few meters.
Like this?
Yeah.
So first I'm adding 1200 and then I kill when I'm happy with the avionics. This one is killed, this one is killed, that one is not possible to kill. The reason why I'm leaving it as 1200 is 2 reasons. One, then I have a proper throttle for starting. 2, it's supposed to be better to get rid of some more of the excess fuel.
Okay.
Ignition off, power.
Push it back as far as we